name is Deborah. Welcome to Deep Heights. I'm going to do a reading for you today, and my readings are timeless. So, let's get started. I hope you're well. I'm glad you're here. I'm going to do a free read. I don't really use any spreads in my readings. So, let's get started. Let's get a card for Libra. What's the situation that Libra's dealing with right now? I'm using the Fan Top pack. I love this deck. Get a card for Libra, please. Cards have been quiet instead of reading. Oh, the feather. How poignant. How precise for Libra. The feather, the lightness. The feather of Mayat, of truth. About beauty. About clean. It looks like a peacock feather there. Fertility. Luck. A woman holding that masculine peacock feather under the light, under a chandelier. Crystal. Feather. Fool. Being light. Plant on the bottom here. Growing. The difficulty of growing. How do you be light and have roots at the same time? Moving while being grounded. Libra's very airy. Of the mind. This is very earthy. You could be, could have earth prominent in your chart as well. Or maybe dealing with an earth sign, I don't know. But you are showing up as the feather. A little dark, you know, this is a little hidden. It's alright. I'm a little dark and hidden myself, so I understand that. I have limited decks. I'm traveling now, so if you hear noise in the background, I'm at my family's, and there's a baby, and my dad's loud, and it's loud, so it is what it is. Alright. Let's talk about this feather, this situation. You could be in a situation where you're having to, grow and move and maintain that light. Not the light of the sun. This is the light of the heart of the spirit that's lifts you up, being able to move and continue to grow. Because it would seem like, Three of Wands here on the bottom of the deck, counterintuitive, like as a plant, as growing and being light, because you want to hold yourself and stay and grow and have the roots and cling to something, into the ground and go deeper, but maintain light, and that's the ability that gives you to grow, so you can have those roots. Consistency and stability and nourishment and still bloom and blossom, and that's an art. That's definitely an art. Let's just go over a little bit more for you. Let's talk about the situation with Libra with the feather, please. All of my decks are new to me right now. I'm traveling, so I ordered new decks. I do have my Thought deck and my Rider-Waite that are mine that I don't go anywhere without, but these decks are new, so it may take me a minute. Or not. Let's talk about this feather. Ooh, Queen of Cups. You in your feels, Libra? When is a Libra not in love? I think that's, Libras get a bad rap for always being in love or being in love with love. But it's an idea. It's an ideal. There's a difference between the idea and the reality. Because the reality would be like the plant, something that you have to nurture, really love and nurture and help grow. But still be light and have it in the mind as well as in the heart. And the Queen of Cups is able to do that. She's a visionary. She's able to see and to feel it to life. Like where the Queen of Pentacles would build it to life. The Queen of Cups feels it to life. She's very comfortable with the emotions. Libras have also been accused of being shallow. And certainly that can be true. Superficial, anyone can be superficial. But with the plant and the feather and the Queen of Cups, this signifies, it shows me depth, a depth of feeling. The moon here, you could be somewhat affected. Interestingly, Michael Tessarian, he signifies for Libra, a co-ruler with Venus is the moon, which I find really interesting and I spend a lot of time thinking about. But if I think about the name of the card for Crowley, he changed it to adjustment, which is movement and how the moon affects the earth, the pull. The moon is the moon adjusting to the earth, or is the earth adjusting to the moon, the water? Because the moon affects tides, it affects our emotions and our inner world. So your inner world right now is very soft, loving, nurturing, very open, and very light. I feel this wholesome feeling here in the center of my body, my being. The Hermit reversed on the bottom of the deck, coming out of a time of reflection and growth. Maybe, the Hermit is Virgo. Virgoan energy. Okay. Let's see what else we can ascertain here. Let's know a little bit more about Libra. Is Libra in love? This is, of course, it's a love reading for Libra. That's fine. That's fine. What's going on for this Queen of Cups here? This lightness, this love energy, this feeling. The Hermit reversed again comes out with the King of Swords. A decision has been made. You've certainly made a decision. Saturn is exalted in Libra here, the King of Swords. This is you've made a decision, maybe to come out of this hermit mode in this time. A decision with your mind here with the feather. Maybe about being light, because the hermit energy can be quite heavy. It's very deep, a lot of depth, very solitary. And maybe you want to come together with a King of Swords, or you've made that decision to go after what it is you want, because the King of Swords, he certainly is active. He's very brilliant, communicating. Maybe you want to communicate with someone that you like to come together with them, or a King of Swords, perhaps that's indicated that he wants to come together with you. Could be Capricorn with air in his chart, or an air sign with Capricorn, maybe rising sun. I don't know. It'll be different for everyone. Or you could have Capricorn in your chart, rising, moon. I won't say Venus, not Venus though. So we have the Eight of Swords flying out here onto the Queen of Cups. This could be giving you a lot of anxiety and making you take a step back, watching before you're making any decisions. You're really being stuck in your mind. The feather card would indicate that you need to get out of that and let it go. Analysis paralysis we talk about with this card. This is self-sabotage. This is a mind prison. You don't need to stay here. It's good to reevaluate, but this can signify just a wasting your energy, your mind. You can't fly, you can't move. It's a storm at sea. Maybe this is giving you a lot of anxiety, this change with the plant. The Three of Wands. Maybe will uproot you. And that's the plant and the feather. If you're going to be uprooted and are you moving, changing? Things could be changing in your life. Who is Libra dealing with here? I'm curious about that. I feel like it's someone that you're dealing with. Something that's changing. What's changing for Libra, please? What's changing for Libra? Oh, wow. So we have the Two of Cups, the Seven of Wands, the Ace of Cups, and the Five of Cups reversed. Beautiful cards, the Crow Tarot. Two of Cups, Seven of Wands, and the Ace of Cups. And the Five of Cups reversed. Great happiness is coming to you. Love, connection with another person. You may be feeling a little bit defensive, a little bit afraid. You know, you've got the Ace of Cups here. This has been you. You've been here on your own, filling your own cup, you know, nurturing yourself here with the plant. We have the sea below that. You know, you taking care of your own self. And perhaps you've fallen in love unexpectedly in the most beautiful way. This King of Swords here. Who doesn't want to be alone? The Eight of Swords. Got you in your mind, a little indecisive. Maybe you've been sad, the end of disappointment. Great promise here for you. Mutual love. Mutual love, and each of you having your own cup. Seven of Wands, bravely fighting your way to each other. You know, but you must be brave. Because if you, just the way that they've come out, you know, the Ace of Cups, Seven of Wands with the Two of Cups, you could be blocking it. You could be blocking each other. So be careful for that. Blocking God. Blocking yourself. Okay. I'm going to clarify a few things here. Okay, let's clarify the feather. Let's clarify the feather. Eight of Cups and the Devil. Talking about that Capricornian energy strong. This could be your past. You could be dealing with a Capricorn. Searching, looking, fighting addiction, fighting the darkness within yourself, wanting to walk away from that and leave that behind. Excuse me. Wanting to leave that behind. To freedom. You know, these people are chained up here, but they can walk away at any time. It's up to you. You know, maybe this is you. Really, you're the devil. You're the one who's keeping yourself chained. You've got to walk away from it and go light. There's the moon again. Go light, Libra. Your scales are out of balance. It's the 8. You know, tapping into that Aries energy, the 4, balancing it on each side. This is a need to go light with your emotions. Don't go too much, too deep, too far, too heavy. So the heaviness could weigh you down, but it doesn't need to. Be light, be love, be light. Let's talk about this King of Swords, please. Who is this King of Swords? This Queen of Cups. Talk to me. This is a pair. However it would show up for you. What's the relationship between this Queen of Cups and King of Swords, please? What's the situation? So we have the 9 of Pentacles and the 3 of Pentacles. 5 of Wands. There's difficulty here in this relationship. You're both very independent people. Very self-made, still learning, still in process and in progress. Still learning. Established, though, each on your own. Very earthy. If you're not dealing with a Capricorn, it would surprise me. And if you, as a Libra, must have a strong earth in your chart. Let's talk about this Ace of Cups and 2 of Cups. I'll talk about this a little bit more. I just want to see. Two of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles. Change. Talking about this plant being uprooted. When you enter into a relationship with someone, there's always some change that needs to happen on both parts. This is Jupiter and Capricorn. Here, Jupiter wants to expand, and actually, Jupiter is retrograde in Capricorn right now. Could be causing some of this difficulty, pulling back on that expansion, making you look back. Some of those fears. It's 8 of Cups. But you need not fear the 5 of Cups here. It's reversed. Nothing but, I feel like happiness awaits for you with that Ace of Pentacles. Take this opportunity. Take this opportunity. Grow from it. Jupiter in Capricorn is about growth, shedding skin. In the fall deck, there's a snake with the crown. Victory. The sun. The sun is hidden here. Being able to navigate that difficult, tumultuous ground, which is like an earthquake sometimes. It shakes the water, a tidal wave, tsunamis. You know what I'm saying about if anybody can handle being uprooted and change, it would be a Libra, because you can adjust. It's about adjustment. Saying the sea is underneath that. Bringing calm to the waters. You must bring the calm to the waters here as the Queen of Cups. And you've got your King of Swords, your partner here. Steadiness. With that Saturn, that grounded influence. Tapping into that. Harnessing that. You both show up very strong here. Working together. Each of you independently. You have your own wealth. Your own careers, lives, hopes and dreams. Material experience. Real experience to bring to the table together, to work together with this 3 of Discs. Mars is in Capricorn, 3 of Discs. Having the passion and the will to make something happen is work. Working on it. With this Ace of Pentacles, I think about, I think I've said before, this like the snitch from Harry Potter. You've got to catch it. This one, it's a snitch. You've got to catch it. It's a gift. Okay, let's go ahead and get to the thought deck, just because we've got this Ace of Cups and 2 of Cups. With this 8 of Swords, maybe being too much in your mind, worrying too much, ruminating on it, really needing to let it be. I really want to emphasize that to you with the feather. Cleaning it off, dusting things off. As opposed, like with the 7 of Wands, being so defensive, like holding a bat, wanting to hit people, No. You want to do it lightly. Lightly. If you're going to uproot a plant, you can't snatch it out of the ground. You must do it with great care and delicacy. 2 of Discs is also about great care with 2 things. Moving forward and backwards, and knowing when to go forward and backwards. Let's use the thought deck. Talk about this 2 of Cups here between this Queen of Cups and King of Swords, please. What would Spirit like us to know? That was the Queen of Swords actually flipped over with the Ace of Discs reversed. So be careful, Libra, that you don't get into your cold place. Don't go to your cold place, Libra. To that height where you're removed from everyone and everything, because there's not enough air. Not everyone is able to adjust to so little air as you are. Some final advice for the 2 of Cups, for these 2 people, please. For Libra and their partner. I like that Libra's reading becomes a partnership reading. 5 of Swords. Another one. It's hard for you, Libra. Five of Wands. I think that this is difficult for you. Whatever the situation is difficult for you. Old abandonment issues here with this Five of Swords. From you abandoning situations yourself and others abandoning you. Don't bring that to the table. Allow it to be cleansed. Let it be cleansed. Let it go. Let it go. You have something really beautiful coming in with this Two of Cups and the Ace of Cups. Very whole beings, and you showing up as the Queen of Cups. Very loving. Don't let those old thoughts bring you back down. You know, it's like the electricity with the air through the water in that current. Don't let it shock you, electrocute you. It'll kill it. It'll kill this plant, whatever it is you're trying to grow, this new relationship, this new partnership. What else does Spirit have for Libra with this Two of Cups, please, with their partner? It's just too many anxiety. I know it wants to come out. You can feel it. Ace of Discs reversed with the Three of Cups. Don't be overly emotional either. If you're drinking too much, this could be too much celebrating. Influence, under the influence. This could be too much for your person. And it could, too much water can kill a plant. It's too heavy. It soaks the roots, it rots the roots. There's a root rot here. Be careful. Definitely be careful here. I'm gonna close with the Gypsy card. I keep closing. I'm like, I'm gonna close, but keep it light, Libra. It's a balance. If anyone can do it, you can. Moment by moment, day by day. It's here. The opportunity is here. Conversation here on the bottom of the deck. It's good to keep it open. Keep it light. Also, don't take advice from your friends. Don't communicate with your friends about this. Other women, I think other women would only give you bad advice. Chatter. You know, usually women don't like to hear about other women having good love relationships. Bickering, sabotage. Can I have a Gypsy card, please, to close for Libra? Consolation. Thief. Talking about that. Thief of joy. Coming for you, Libra. Whatever pain that you felt, the prayers you've sent to the heavens, the skies, for your grief, for your old grief, it's done. It's Two of Cups. It's there. Take hope. Go light. Good luck, Libra.